my name is Echochey and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to just be testing out some Jeffree lashes, but I figured I wouldn't just make it like a lash video. I would do a whole face and we'll see how that goes. I'm also going to be testing out, because I really like the nudes palette, so they came out with the blush nudes and the rock nudes. So these are unopened. I have not even touched them. I have not swatched them. I literally just bought them from the drugstore and decided to test them. So we're going to be testing two new palettes and a set of eyelashes with the eyelash glue that they serve. And then I got a free sample from Sephora with purchase, with some skincare that I bought that I'll be coming out in a future video with. So I got a Lancombe sample of their dual finish powder. So we're going to be testing that out today as well. So I've already done a face mask today. My skin is nice and like rejuvenated. I've been drinking a smoothie. I've been eating healthy today. Drinking lots of water, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling like I'm having a pretty good skin day. And so we're just going to start with some primer. So I use the Avon Magix primer because it has sunscreen in it. You don't need very much, just a little bit. Alright, and next we're going to take the Revlon 24-Hour Color Stay and the Sephora buffing brush. So it's just the buffing brush from Sephora, their complexion kit. That's the one thing I have to say about this bottle. I don't like that you have to pour it out. I prefer it if it would have a pump, because it either too much or too little comes out. We're going to take our Kat Von D concealer just before we apply powder. All of this concealer was just one dunk. So I really like this concealer. I've grown fond of it. And I'm just going to take my concealer brush from Sephora, blend it out. Alright, and so now we're going to take the powder and set our face. So I find that it didn't give you enough product to do your whole face. Alright, so I am back. My camera battery died, so I've just charged it. It took me about 2 hours, so my face has been on for 2 hours already. I didn't have enough of that Lancome powder to fully do my face, so I ended up putting the Essence All About Matte completely on my face just to set it when my camera battery was dead, and I've recharged it now so I can finish this video. You will have noticed that the lighting has changed. That is due to a thunder and lightning storm happening in front of me through my window, so I no longer have some natural light coming in to help balance this light, so I am a little bit more oversaturated and a little bit more white. But we're just going to continue on, work with what we got. So we're just going to take some Tarte blush And I am going to take my angled brush and I'm just going to dip in here and add some color to my cheeks. Alright, and we're just going to dip into our Sephora brushes, and I'm just going to take my foundation brush because this brush didn't really work for foundation, so I'm trying to find another use for it. So I'm going to attempt to use it for highlighting today, and I'm going to dip into Jeffree Star Skin Frost in Ice Cold. Let's see. Sort of makes my highlight look pretty dull. I'm gonna be honest here, because this is a pretty blinding highlight, so for it to look this muted is a little shocking. Okay, so you just have to grab more product if you're going to use this brush for highlighting. I really haven't found a good purpose for this brush yet because it doesn't work well for foundation. There we go. It's a bit more blinding of a highlight now, I'd say. Kind of seems to want to stick right here though for some reason, so it's a little bit more there. We'll just see how that goes. So I'm just going to, now that I've got my blush and my highlight on, just going to set my face with the Photo Focus primer. Whew. And quickly before it dries, beat it in. And I like doing this so I don't look so fake and powdery. It makes it so it's more of like a natural look, minus my blinding highlight. So next we're just going to, because I've set my face, I'm just going to actually take my buffing brush one more time, and we're going to try and bronze up my face because I've noticed that my skin is a little bit more tan as I've been out at Lake Kananaskis. So I'm just going to take my Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer and maybe try and bronze up my face a bit with this buffing brush. I think that looks pretty good. And then when I do the final spray, it will lock this into place. But I find like with this bronzer, you don't need to put the setting spray on first. I like it after. Just kind of warms up the face a little bit. I'm digging it. It's the perfect shade for my pale skin. I'll be right back. Alright, and now that I've got my face all done, we're just going to dip into the Essence I Heart Color Intensifying. It's an eyeshadow base. And I like this one because it covers up any discoloration that you might be having. And then I just take my All About matte powder and a brush. Alright, and so let's try some new eyeshadows. So we've got the Blush in Nudes and we've got the Rockin' Nudes. You will see me playing with these a bit more, so if I don't dip into a color that you're wondering about, don't fret, we'll get there eventually. I'm just opening them up right now. Okay, so this is a little different. So for the blushing nudes, you get this little, it's a sponge, but it's little. And then for the rocking nudes, it looks like they've upgraded their sponge because you get this long sponge that fills the pan. Dual-ended. And the sponge on both of them is different. Like this one's a much nicer one if you're going to apply with the sponge, which beauty guru really does. Alright, so the rocking nudes and the blushing nudes. Let's try and use a little bit from both palettes, see how they go. I'm just going to take my fluffy brush, it's a MAC brush, and I am going to dip into this nice sort of, it's in the rocking nudes, I'm going to dip into this sort of light one as like my base. It's got a bit of kickback. We're just going to put that in the crease as our transition color. It's not a bad transition color. I maybe just want to deepen it a little bit. So I'm going to dip into the blushing ones, into this one here. It's a little shimmery. And I'm just going to sort of take it to my pupil. And I'm just gonna go turn his sheep on one more time because he doesn't believe me that it's nap time. Alright, so I am back. We're just going to dip into the rockin' nudes, and we're just going to keep deepening this outer crease. So I'm feeling like maybe we take this sort of blue color up here and see how that works. So it's a shimmery sort of navy blue. Let's see. So I sort of brought it all over because we're going to go for more of a smoky look, I've been thinking. There's not much fallout with these colors so far, but I do want maybe like a touch more blue, so let's try again. And I'm just going to take sort of a flatter brush and dip into the same color and sort of bring it underneath. Alright, so if you can tell, it's not very blue. It sort of looks more like a charcoal gray on the eyes. So it's kind of sad because it looks more navy in the pan. So maybe let's try some more blushing nudes, see how they go. I'm thinking maybe we take our brush, flat brush one more time, but clean, and we dip into like this sparkly dark color here and sort of press it on the edge. This color has a lot of payoff. I like barely dipped into it, but you don't see much of the sparkles. Alright, so I want to test if this color stuff will do a cut crease or if we should be using foundation. So I do think that this color is going to make a pretty nice, like, or this Heart Color Intensifying is going to make a good cut crease because it was able to take the shadow. So we're just going to dip into the Blushing Nudes, and we're going to dip into this end color here, just with our finger, and press it. Alright, so this one turned out more of a cut crease than this one did. I don't know what I did different. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the shimmery black from the Rockin' palette and just sort of blend the ends together. Something I do have to say is that these are super pigmented, especially for drugstore. They're not like my Stila palette. The mattes, though, in this I think are a little better than the Stila palette mattes, but the shimmers are definitely nowhere quite as good. But I am enjoying this palette, so I really am liking it. I'm finding I have a harder time with the shimmery or the sparkle colors, but I think I did a pretty good job. Alright, so we're just going to put some Echo Skinny liquid eyeliner. I got this from my glam bag, and we're just going to do a straight line for now. We'll see how if I want to wing. Well, apparently I am not having twin cat eyes today. Should have just left the wings at home. But we are going to try the Joe Fresh eyelash kit. So it was like $7 and something cents, almost $8. You get the glue, some sticks, and the lashes. Alright, so I'm just going to take one of the bands off. Test it for length. They're pretty good length, actually. Good length match. Just going to take my cow X-Acto knife, because reasons. How do I look? So these went on pretty easy and they look nice and natural. Except for super, super long. These sticks made it super easy to apply the lash glue. And I got them in Glamour. I got Glamour, number 806. Alright. We're back. So, I'm just going to take a little mascara, and I'm not going to do what I normally do and coat the top, so I'm just going to So this is the eye look I've managed to come up with today. I tried to do a cut crease. It didn't necessarily work, so we'll keep playing around with that, see how that goes. We only have our lips left to do, and it's really hard to decide what to do today. I'm thinking we pull out our CoverGirl 24-hour Outlast. I'm using shade Universal 830. I'm done! Oh my god! Alright, so this is my final look. I'm digging it. It's very, I don't know why I feel like burlesque-y. I think it's a cute look. I'm really liking these lashes. I think they're lashes without being too much, like too in your face, too drag. Well, you can never be too drag. I love drag, so I can't say that. I watch a lot of drag. And whatever he said. Alright, so I just wanted to quickly show you how to take your lashes off properly so that you don't damage them or your eyes. So we're just going to take some makeup remover. I have the Gentle makeup remover with Pro Vitamin B from jeffree. So this is the oil-free one. So you're just going to take a little pump and dip your Q-tip into it. So get that nice and saturated, and then you're just going to go along your lash line with the Q-tip and slowly remove the residue. So these are the jeffree lashes that I tried today, and they held up pretty good. I don't like how in the inner corner of each eye they have come up, but the glue just doesn't want to keep them down in that area. They stayed down on the end here, but they both popped up here. And notice that with gentle strokes, the lashes are like coming off. Oh, they're still stuck right there. So that's how you get the lashes off real easy. Then you want to take a cotton pad, saturate that, get it nice and soaked, put your eyelash there, grab a second pad, saturate that one too, take both your pads, put them together, and lightly squeeze. And so this is just going to help get the mascara that we put on off, the lash glue off, and clean them for our next use. And then you're just going to open it up, see the mascara residue, it's come off, and then You're just going to leave them on there. Take the Q-tip that we were using. This is the one. And then you're just going to brush the mascara off. And this would just help keep the longevity of the lashes. And then you want to just make sure that you take the lash glue off. But you don't want to leave them soaking for too long because you don't want to actually remove the lashes from the band. So. And you want to do this with a light, gentle hand. The results speak for themselves, I think. And for storage, you just want to make sure that they're looking nice before you store them. So you could take a comb like this and sort of brush them through. So you would just sort of lay them down and then brush them. And just get all the lashes going straight. And then you would take that, get the package that it came on, and attach back. Just like so. Because you don't want them to bend too much, and you don't want them to you want them to keep their shape. So even you could wait until this stage to sort of brush them through. And there you have it. That's how you use lashes and keep your lashes and keep them nice looking, because these can be reused again. Thank you for watching. I hope you really liked this video / tutorial thing. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you another day. Bye!